Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15. This is the reunion part 1. That's how I feel about it. Anyway, so of course, let's talk about the looks. So my favorite look, I really loved Kenya's look. I loved it. From the hair to her makeup to the dress. I loved it. I love an underboob. I really do. I love an underboob. I love a side boob. I love a cleavage. I love it. I love it. And her dress look was pretty on her. That color was very pretty on her. I also loved Marlo's look. I know she was absolutely giving Mrs. Roper from Three's Company. Kenya said that, and we all fell out. We all did, but I think that's what she was trying to give. You know, she was trying to give that era. She was trying to give us period piece, and I was here for it. I was here for it. She looked stunning in her look. I liked Candy's dress. Standing up. It was kind of lackluster for me standing up. Not lackluster, but like standing up with the rest of them. They looked like they was going to different places. You know, when everybody else is giving gowns and then yours is kind of cocktail evening wear. It's you look like you're going to. She looked like she was headed to a wedding. They looked like they was headed to a gala. But she still looked nice. I loved her hair. Makeup looked nice. She also looked very pretty in that color. These kids just don't never care that I'm in here working. After Candy, I would say Sonya's dress. Sonya just looked beautiful anyway because she's pregnant, and the way the dress fell on her, she just looked really really pretty. We love motherhood around here. So Sonya came in would come in after Candy for me. Sheree is always very simple, but less is more. She looked beautiful, and her dress looked very pretty, like on camera, and on camera in person, I should say. Her dress was pretty in person. Drew, her dress was ill-fitting. Like sitting down, it kind of like had her looking mashed in the titty area, like because it just didn't fit right. Like she was tugging with it. Her titties was falling out. It just was. I ain't like that dress. Mayetta and Courtney. I didn't like Mayetta's outfit. Mayetta was giving first lady. She kind of took a little offense. You can tell when people take offense. Like, oh yes, it's Prada and custom made. Girl, it still looks like you're going to church. Why do people think that because it was expensive or because you got money that it changes the fact that what I said was still what I said? I don't get that. I don't get that. People really be thinking they throwing a trump card. Because she was like, Givenchy, yep, custom made. But it still looks like you're headed to church, to the church banquet. I mean, it's a nice, okay, good. It's custom made. Still Sunday best. Still Sunday best. Still. Anyway, Courtney's dress was ill-fitting. I don't know. It was a lot. It was a lot of this. It was a lot. Her breast looked weird in it because it looked like one was bigger than the other. Anyway, let's move on to the reunion. So, everybody comes out. I don't think anybody knew. I don't think they knew that Sonya was expecting because they were all, like kind of surprised. Like, oh my God, congratulations. Andy, this was a different reunion. I will say that. Andy didn't go around and talk to the girls or none of that. We was just bam right out there on the stage. Um, Sheree says that she had trouble breathing, so that's why she got a nose job. Girl, whatever. I mean, keep the lie alive, I guess. Keep the lie alive. Um, her package is up first. You know, bring up Bob and his daughter. She says that she didn't know. Do we believe her? Nope. I believe she's known before filming this. Now, of course, did she know why they were married? Probably not. But she found out at some point. She is not just now finding out about this lady. Because she said her kids knew, but her kids didn't tell her. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, lady. What about Martell and Bob? Was that their first time meeting? That was it. That was their first time meeting. I'm just like, where we like it for me, guys, and I really hope that this review doesn't come off, like I hope that it's not off-putting in a way, because like I'm not gonna be enthused. I'm kind of bored with it, and I feel like these what we led with was redundant. Like we didn't even have to do it. We really didn't have to do it. We don't have to rehash Martell and Bob just meeting and what's going on with Martell. Oh, well, maybe so. I don't know, but I'm just over it. Just fucking over it. I'm just over it. Anyway, Kenya, she shares her opinions about Martell. You know, they haven't really changed. She puts he and Bob in the same category. They're the same. They're cut from the same cloth. Sheree, she says that she stepped back from Martell. They still communicate here and there, but she's taking a step back because he got a lot going on. Kenya gonna say, oh yeah, the revenge porn. Yeah, he threatened his ex-wife with revenge porn. Kenya got the details. She says she likes him a lot, but she likes herself more. Good for you, girl. Good for you. Kenya is asked about her divorce. She's still married to Mark. Mark got her held up in court again. He's, got filing her, let me slow down. He's filed a contempt of court because Marlo was out there knocking at the door, and he's using it to say that she puts Brooklyn in unsafe environments and all of that. Not to mention, he's saying that she tries to keep Brooklyn away from him. Marlo, she says, you know what, I apologize for that, because, I did that. It was not my intention to have Brooklyn all up in the midst of our mess. And Kenya's like, I'm sorry, what? You what? And Marlo says, I'm trying to apologize. Oh. You what, girl? All that, I don't, whatever. And since you wanted to be all up in the mess, you wanted to be, you wanted to, come knocking at my door and carry on and all of that, you can come to court and explain it all to the judge, because you've been subpoenaed to court to, come speak on my behalf. You on the witness list. And she pulls out some receipts that fall real flat, because Andy looking at him like, but this blank, this blank, this don't have nothing on. She's like, oh, they must have printed the wrong one. You almost did it, girl. It was almost a moment. They laughing at you, girl. They're all gonna laugh at you. Ooh, they got a good laugh out of that. She was a good sport about it. She ain't like, get defensive or nothing like that, because you just can't be pulling it out without checking it first. Why you ain't checked the receipt first? I'll punch you in the face. Anyway, King say she ain't going to jail. I ain't going to jail behind this, so you will be coming to court. Regardless of that, they gonna subpoena you. Somebody will be coming to give your ass a subpoena to come and testify on my behalf, since she was around there kicking at my door. Because I'm not going to jail for you. She also says, while you there, tell the judge why you was texting Mark 2 years ago. And everybody's like, what? Apparently, Marlo was texting Mark trying to get dirt on Kenya. We absolutely believe that. We believe that. She say, I can't see the messages, but in my discovery, I got access to his phone records, and Marlo's number was up in there a few times. Why you texting my husband? Why you calling him? Well, that's what Andy want to know. Marlo, of course, is denying it. But, girl, your number is in his phone records. And she was also seen by another housewife at Mark's restaurant. Marlo be trying to get dirt on the women. She do. That was not far-fetched at all. Although she don't say she don't remember it, whatever. Andy takes it back to Sheree and her birthday dinner, you know. And Martell and the text message and trying to get a cash app and all of that. Sheree deflects per usual. She always deflecting. She deflects and brings Drew and Candy in it. And she's like, well, I've not gotten sued for not paying people. And I don't steal people's intellectual property or nothing like that. Then we're going to flash to a scene with when that guy was trying to sue Candy and the Candy Cody clique for his idea for something. For the restaurant. And Candy's like, everybody know that restaurant is after my mama and my aunties. We're not doing it. she she pays the dust. And then we have this argument about tags, because she throws that out there, tags with the fashions and all of that. And Candy's argument is, well, when it comes to She by Sheree, the stuff we saw at the fashion show was not on the site. Period. And what I got over there at tags, yeah, it might come from AliExpress, yeah, it might come from wherever, like whatever company in China, whatever distributor she buys from, she resells in her store. She not claiming to be a fashion house. She just reselling the Fashion Nova, the AliExpress, all of that. And she never claimed to be a designer. But you did pay your designer, which is why those fashions are not up on your site. They argue about playing in plastic surgery and all of that. When it came to Candy and Sheree's back and forth, it was reminiscent of the old days. When that was the back and forth, like coming for each other's appearance and coming for each other's bag. Well, you ain't rich. I'm very rich, bitch. And, it was very reminiscent of that. It was getting on my nerves. Well, you got your nose done. Well, you got your titties done. Well, so, and you got your butt done. You done took the shots from your behind and you done put them in your face. You only put them in your face. Some of the reads weren't landing. Folks was stuttering. It was just like, oh, please, guys. Please. I wanted Andy to, and usually Andy shuts the bickering down because it becomes too noisy. Sheree, she done took the time to create a whole news journal called She News, and it's dedicated to Candy. Talking about Tags Boutique and her restaurants. Clean them floors in that dirty ass restaurant. Da 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 da. Girl, go and create a restaurant. Create a business. A profitable one. Go and do that. Candy says she need to talk about these. She need to go and get her money up. She need to get her paper up. That's what she said, because Candy's a 90s girl. That what they said back in the day. Okay, back in the day out here, get your paper up. You need to get your paper up. It just sounds so auntie. But she's right. She's right, because you out here creating She News, girl. The people still waiting on some She by Sheree. They not, though. They not. Let me not say that, because they all did get, they all have received the things that they bought. When they all shopped, they were all sitting around in front of her, and she had them go buy something. They have all since received those items. So we're not going to say that the people are not getting their things, because they are. They are. Sheree, she brought a bag for Drew because she said Drew didn't say she didn't get a bag. inside of it. She wanted Candy to open it. It's a director's mark that say "and scene." Again, these props, it's just, all of it's just falling flat. Let's just stop. Let's regroup. Let's leave the props home. I think we're done with those for now. I think you know, as far as receipts, always bring your receipts. But these props, they falling flat. They're just not landing. They're just not landing. Next up is Drew's package. She's questioned about her comments concerning Candy's movie. You know, Candy's sitting over there rolling her eyes. She's like, well, I accepted a lower offer anyway. You know, I am lowballing myself doing this movie for Candy. But Candy and Todd are starting out. They're, you know, getting up. They're up and coming. And I want to help out, you know. So, like, why are we forgetting that? I was like, ooh, she got you there, girl. She is the thespian and you are not. So, she got you there. She said her agent passed up on it. Todd gave her a call personally about it, you know, so y'all needed me. Let's start there. So that's why I said, you know what, we're not falling back no more. I got a lifetime and above. And that's okay if she want to say that. Was it rude? Absolutely. Underhanded? Absolutely. Because don't take the job if you just gonna turn around and be like, ugh. Cause girl, we ain't beg about it now. I don't think them folks was begging you. You ain't had to say all that. That's supposed to be your friend. Anyway, Kenya, she had comments about Drew's video, and that was brought up. And, you know, Kenya's like, you know what, girl, Kenya don't even fight. I'm sorry, girl. I shouldn't have said those things. I'm sorry. You know, because it was a great video. You know, she was in the video, all of that. She shouldn't have gone there. And so she apologizes. She truly does think that Drew is talented. So she apologizes for that. Candy, she's asked, do you resent, you know, Drew's remarks about the movie and you know, and this storyline thing and all of that. Candy was absolutely upset that Drew, you know, continued to make her out to be the liar when Drew was the one lying about kissing LaToya and all of that. So Candy doubles down on that. You know, she saw what she saw. Drew tries to bring up again a clip where Candy is like, maybe I didn't see what I thought I saw. She's trying to keep that at the forefront of our mind. And it's like, girl, it's obvious Candy was at a moment where, okay, you're going to continue to lie. So it's just, okay, whatever. Whatever, girl. You right. You know, but that doesn't mean she's retreating and backpedaling and now, you know, she's retracting something. No, I didn't get that at all. I didn't get that it was a retractment. Like, no, not at all. Drew is not going to admit to kissing that lady. Like, we can just move on. We can just move on because, you know, they argued the truth some more. Let's move on. Drew flips it. And she brings up Candy's comments about Allison and how Allison didn't look like she had a mental illness. I don't know why we're deflecting, but it was a deflection. Again, it doesn't work. Drew, you be lying. Everybody in the room is like, girl, you be lying. Let's just face it, you lie. You lie. Drew like, how? When? Show me when. I've never had the tape run back on me with a lie. I'm like, girl, yes, you have. You even lying about that? Candy's like, you know what? Cause they bicker a little bit, and before they move on, Drew is like, wait, but are we good? They're like, no, girl. I think that's so weird. Granted, and I've been dealing with something similar to this in my personal life, and it's hard, and it's just weird. It's weird. That's not a conflict resolution style that I am ascribed to. And so I need time after I done got into it with somebody, or after you have done something that is very, you know, that kind of shifts my perception of you. And so I can't automatically flip it and just be good girlfriends again. I can't. I need time. I need time to process. I need time and mainly because if I do just jump back in just because you're being nice, I feel like you love bombing me too. It's like, back up, because there are a lot of it's a lot of shit that you said or whatever, and we're not moving on until I process, heal, and let it go. Mainly because how can you just do all of this and then be like, but we good, girl? No, we're not. No, actually we're not, because you badmouth my husband and me and my husband's business, our production, all of that. No, we can't. We can't. You out here making me out to be a liar? No. We're not good. It's weird. It's very weird. Anyway, Candy, because and of course Candy, no, we're not good. Candy say she really on Ralph's side now. She thought she used to feel bad for Drew, feeling like Ralph was gaslighting her, but it's looking like you do the gaslighting. They both doing it. Don't jump on no team Ralph. Let's not do that either, Candy, because no. No, he ain't nobody to defend. They both be over there lying and gaslighting and doing all of that and manipulating each other. They both do it. We're just seeing Drew is also a guilty party, but it doesn't make Ralph an innocent party, because he is not. Marlo, they all talk about Drew and her divorce and all of that. How's that going? How, if she's going to discuss the divorce, once Ralph joins the stage, and she says, we'll see. Marlo was like, oh, well, I spoke to Ralph. Drew was like, spoke to Ralph? Bitch, about what? See what I'm saying? Marlo, why you be speaking to these people's husbands behind their backs and then never telling them about it until a camera is rolling or you at the reunion? Now you want to say, oh yeah, I spoke to your husband. Why would you be speaking to him? Talking about she was encouraging him to, get back together, work it out. She says that he reached out not too long ago and she wishes them well. When they come back from commercial, when we come back from commercial, and I wrote this down, they were admiring Sheree's shoes. Sheree was like, $39. You're not going to believe it. Girl, we believe it. We not going to believe it. We believe it. That was some cute shoes, They was nice. We love a deal. So I don't know why they be trying to act bashful about that. Child, I'll be in the thrift store and we'll find some gems. I mean some good gems. Real good gems. Mayetta and Courtney joined the stage. Andy asked Courtney how she's related to Ralph. Her grandmother is married to his uncle or something like that. I don't remember. It's by marriage. They are not related at all. Drew, she pulls out this plum again with these props that don't land, and she tosses it over there at Courtney because she's thirsty for a peach. But here, we'll give you a plum. Oh, girl, you got her with that one. They all laugh at her too. We get into Marlo's package. She says that she and Scott Lee are just having fun. Andy asks if they've sealed the deal. She says, I done slept with that man. I done had sex with him. Kenya's asked about Roy and why he didn't film. She gives us some excuse. It's not a good one because Andy flips her up in it, but he wouldn't have known about that Marlo situation until after everything had wrapped filming. So again, why didn't he film with you? She could have just said because he didn't want to. Like, I don't know why folks be trying to come up with excuses for people, because he did not want to. You're exactly right. He did not want to film. He has a reputable business, and the bullshit that we do over here, he don't want mixing and mingling with his business. And so I ain't mad at it. I don't know why she didn't say that, because that's essentially what the why is. Anyway, Courtney is asked if she knew Ralph was her cousin before the show, and she's like, no, we didn't know. Once we were talking at Ross's party and realized that we had sleepovers at the same house, we had slept over in the same house, like we realized that we were related and and we've been fast and furious cousins ever since. Everybody was like, oh, because this girl, if you was trying to hide the fact, and it's almost like, because she ain't trying to hide it. I'm not even going to say that because you ain't trying to hide it. She is not. She's absolutely not trying to hide the fact that she's Ralph's girlfriend. Allegedly. We got to say allegedly because people love to come in. Anyway, Courtney, we're not buying it. You guys have pillow talked down. Because you like it's the way she really be feeling like she knows the in and outs of their marriage, and she just knows more than everybody else. And it's her comments about being, and I mean, she didn't say this here, but I think she said this on Speak On It. She's been more of a friend to him than Drew has been a wife to him in the 8 years that they've been married. Excuse me, what? What? I don't understand. Anyway, Sheree, you were supposed to be the mediator this season. What happened? That fell flat too. We see how that never worked out. There was no peace. Sheree was asked who was the worst dressed at her Gucci party, and she says that it was Kenya. Kenya says, I was wearing Gucci. That was absolutely authentic Gucci. Yes, because Sheree Gucci made that with the scrunchy sleeves. Did. You just didn't get it. You weren't around for that one, but yes, I purchased that. The bag was Chanel, but outfit was absolutely Gucci. You learned something new today, didn't you? Anyway, Sheree, she also didn't defend Kenya when Kim made that nasty comment about her being still alive. When she had that lackluster ass reunion with the OGs, it was real pointless. Kim's comment was, that bitch still alive. And as her friend, you were absolutely supposed to say, yeah, she's still alive and thriving, doing well. She and her daughter are great. You were supposed to do that. Instead, you laughed and said nothing. Of course, Sheree's going to deflect and try to bring up a time where you didn't defend her. And it's just like, girl, you are never accountable. It's always, but you said, but what about when? Anyway, the group doesn't mind that Sheree is a bone collector. I think that they all have realized that it is what it is. Kenya says it keeps the group honest. So she appreciates the bone collectors in the group. Marlo is asked to judge everyone's fashion, starting with Monyetta, Sunday best. Like I said, Monyetta ain't really like that comment, but she tried to play it cool. She loves Candy's look. Kenya, she loves the boobs. The feathers kind of look a little peacocky to her, though, and she also doesn't really like the hair. And Kenya's like, girl, you sitting over there looking like Mrs. Roper from Three's Company. We all get a good laugh, and he falls out. Marlo continues on. She compliments Drew's look. She only had nice things to say about her side of the room, all of that. Whatever. Monyetta, she's asked about the collusion that she witnessed. Courtney says that she was just imitating the conversation that they had prior to that. Like they had just finished having that conversation and they were just rehashing it. And so she was, imitating what was said, what was done, all of that. So now that's what was going on. So if that's what was happening, you could have been said that. Oh, we was just rehashing the conversation we just had. I wasn't talking about nobody in particular. Like, if it was that simple, you could have been said that. But all that we got tells me y'all were waiting until the people left to discuss them, badmouth them, collude. Like, I mean, anyway. Of course, we talk about the footage. Mayetta says that what she did was get footage and send it to production. Marlo got footage and sent it to somebody completely off the show. We ain't talking about them anymore. You send it to LaToya, and it grew legs. So that's why there's a difference. Courtney is asked about her karma comment. She stands on it. That's just kind of, I guess I can say you are authentic in that way. You stand on the bullshit you do. And what else can I say but that's what you're supposed to do. Don't backpedal. If anything, we expect apologies and accountability because you are wrong, but she stands on it. Whatever. Candy is asked about her attendance or the lack thereof. She says she came in hot because she was off the heels with the group and all of that show with them. She bit off more than she could chew. That's that. Let's just leave it at that. Mayetta, she's asked about her bringing up these comments about Ty. Drew says we was just joking on set. Oh, you was just joking now. See, this is why we be getting upset. This is why Candy was so riding so hard for the truth, because when you are met with an opportunity to be honest about something or tell people it's not your business, you just lie, making the person that is being honest look like the liar. And that's a problem, because you was sitting up talking about Ty to Mayetta like you like her. That's your crush. You do that behind closed doors when the cameras aren't rolling. You like the girls. You admire them. You flirt with them. You do all of that when the cameras aren't rolling. Then when them cameras start rolling, you start forgetting. And it's, oh, I didn't do that. Oh, that was a joke. We were joking on set. Really? You meant every word. Because that's what you do. And your husband knows that that's what you do. I think he been known. But you're not ready to be that girl, on television and in the media. And okay, girl, but you can at least get the people up off you by saying, my bedroom business is none of y'all business. Like what I do, who I get down with, it ain't none of your business. Simple as that. You need to start getting some NDAs, because learn from Candy. Can't none of the girls run and say they did nothing with her. Can't none of them kiss and tell. You better learn. She ain't learn. Anyway, Courtney, she's asked about Ralph and how he's doing and all of that. Oh, he's really hurt by all of this, and Ralph's just been about the lying and what's been said about him and all that. He's just very hurt about that, about Drew's lying and all of that. And Drew, when I say she get mad, Drew is mad. She's mad, and I don't blame her, because it's the audacity of this woman to sit up in this lady's face, divorced or not, because they're still married. But regardless, my husband better than me. Like you have his best interest in heart, and I don't. Like you just, she's really on a high horse. She really feeling special. She's really feeling special in Ralph's world. It'll all come crashing down. She don't get her karma, because she's not a nice person. She's not a good person, because just off of woman code, girl code, you on some bullshit. Even if you are sitting up talking to this woman's husband about her, and he's just really bad mouthing her and giving you all of this ammunition, you don't have to come to this woman's face and throw it at her feet like you have the upper hand in this situation, or like you have some type of knowledge about something and she's just in the dark. Like, I don't. Courtney is a piece of work. She's a piece of work. Drew was furious. And again, she was standing in it. She wasn't backing down like, oh, no, that's not what it was. Oh, no, yes. But she might as well have said, yep, I'm absolutely sitting on it every night. That's the energy she gives. Anyway, until next time, y'all. Until next time. She brought up that. Because she tried to say she didn't say nothing about Drew's son. Because this is what really pushed her over the edge. That whole little adoption tidbit at the end of her interview. I didn't say that. Yes, you did. You know, then everybody else has to say, oh, you did, girl. You thought them cameras weren't rolling. You did. Then we roll it again. Now it's, oh, I knew the cameras were rolling. Did you? No, you didn't. You was going in, girl. Anyway, now I'll go. Until next time, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat to you later. Peace and light.